wife was murdered, Mr. Henry. I understand you're upset. I also understand that if I were you, I would want revenge. We've been in here for about 5 hours, and my shift ends in 10 minutes. I'd be more cooperative if I were you.
I've been cooperative. You just keep asking me the same question over and over again, and I keep telling you the same thing. I didn't kill my wife.
Well, someone sure did, Mr. Henry, and it's my job to find out who did.
Then why are we in here going over like this?
I already explained to you why. Your neighbors said the two of you haven't been getting along for some time now. You both own a very lucrative business that just happens to have an insurance clause that would pay you very large sums of money in the event of the death of your wife.
So you just find me guilty because I happen to have a business and I was smart enough to insure it? That's just great.
I don't get to find people guilty, Mr. Henry.
5 hours you have been questioning me. I may be having issues with my wife, and I loved her. I have 2 daughters that love their daddy. I would not do anything that would take those girls away from me.
I just need you to tell me what happened that night.
I've told you already.
You said the two of you attended the party of a friend of yours. The both of you had been drinking, and you had an argument on your way home. You dropped your wife off at the gate to your house, and that's the last you saw her.
Yes, that's right.
And that's where she was found dead, at the end of the drive. The gate hadn't been opened. Your own security even said nobody buzzed the security post that evening.
Okay, I told you I was angry, and let her out of the car. I drove off. She was fine when I left her.
What were the two of you arguing about?
Okay, that's none of your business.
That's why we're still here, Mr. Henry.
Look, Cal, we have been friends for years. Do you know I couldn't have done this?
I don't know anything. I thought I knew you. I'm having my doubts.
I agreed to speak with you, Cal, without my attorney, because I thought you'd understand everything.
You mean you thought you could get out of murdering your wife? Which is also a friend of mine, Jack.
Finally you're calling me Jack. Now maybe we can get somewhere.
Don't take that for a weakness, Jack. I'll still get to the bottom of this.
We went to the party, Cal. We drank. We laughed. We went home. And then my wife was killed.
You keep saying that, but you haven't said why it wasn't you.
It wasn't me, Cal, for the love of... Okay. You want to know what we were arguing about?
I want to know everything.
Okay. But I want you to remember that I love you like a true friend. I tried to stop this.
Get on with it already.
Okay, about 2 years ago, I discovered my wife was cheating on me.
Sounds like a motive for murder to me.
Shut up and listen.
Oh, I am.
It was this young guy that I hired to work for one of our production plants. I came home early one morning from a business trip, and I saw them together. I then confronted Susan, and then she said it would never happen again. She fired the poor guy for poor performance. Neither of us heard from him again.
And you finally snapped.
No. After that, I just noticed her flaunting herself at these young men. We argued about it over and over. Every time a young man was hired for work for us, she couldn't control herself.
It came to a head and you couldn't take it anymore. Why not just divorce, Jack?
It wasn't me, Cal. If you would shut up and listen, if you'd shut the hell up, I think I would know who it is.
You do, huh? Just cut the shit, Jack.
Okay, a couple months ago, my wife left the office early. She wasn't feeling well, and I had a ton of work to do, but I figured I would leave early, and maybe the two of us could spend more time together. When I got home, I saw Susan in a bed with another woman. A young woman, Cal.
Yeah, you mentioned she liked them young.
The night of the party, the young woman was there. It was what she started the argument. We made rude remarks at each other all evening. The young woman left, and of course my wife asked to be taken home. I drove her home, And we approached the drive, and the young woman was standing out there waiting. So I got angry and told Susan that you can have her. Then I drove off.
You're saying the last time you saw your wife, she was alive with her lover before she was discovered murdered. Why would a young woman kill your wife, Jack? You do realize this isn't making any sense. Who is this young woman, Jack?
It's April, Cal. Your daughter.